Right, next question for you.
Cool.
What are some of the main skills you have developed during the MBA?
Yeah, I think a bit of a mix of two. Like I think we were talking quite a lot about this, like how you work in these project setups when you have the core modules, having the finding kind of your role in the project setups. Which role do you tend to play? Because we were in these small, almost artificial setups for like almost every second week, yeah. And we kind of had to quickly come to a result and also make sure that everybody is contributing in the class. Everybody feels like they have their place, and everybody can be the best version of themselves. And you kind of always naturally gravitate towards a certain role.
Yes.
And I, for myself, learned that I'm apparently really good at structuring content. So I think that's one strength that I've sharpened during the time.
Have you had multiple roles throughout the MBA? Do you feel like your natural role sometimes you weren't able to take, and thus you had to take another role?
Yeah. I think in one group work I was more like the number cruncher, and I can do it, but I kind of came to a realization that it's not the thing I strive in, and then I kind of in the next group work where I was able to maybe coordinate a bit more, like structure the initial content and everything, then this was more the thing I feel more natural in doing.
Yeah. And how much did the feedbacks that you received after the group work like helped you develop like your sharpen?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we really took the time every time, right? Like after the feedback, after the group works, we sat together and we assessed like what went well, what didn't go well, and then also have some suggestions to each and everybody, like how they did. And I really appreciated this, because sometimes like your self-perception is not at all what other people think or experience with you. So I think some things I learned is sometimes maybe to take a bit of a step back. Maybe I have quite high expectations towards myself, and then I kind of already project these kind of expectations on others, which is sometimes it doesn't work that way. And I basically being sometimes taking a bit of a step back, being a bit more relaxed, because in the end probably still the same outcome comes out.
But that, maybe to go into that, isn't there also like an aspect where now you value more different inputs in a project setting from the ones you knew that were working? It's like now you know, okay, this is one way of doing that I know how to do and that works, but now, and you say, I mean, tell me, maybe it's not the case, but now you're more like, okay, actually if I have this person that brings this to the table instead of what I'm used to, it also works, and therefore you're more at peace when we are in this building phase.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's true. Like first of all, like questioning yourself, like do you know it all? Of course not. Yeah. And sometimes giving the seemingly perfect answer is not perfect at all. Sometimes creativity is value. Sometimes when you produce something that's a bit rough around the edges, it actually is perceived better by the audience than like a fully brushed version, which is so polished that you can't even really get the gist of it. So I think that's definitely one thing.